Back in 2002, 2003, 2004, I was studying Islam for one reason and one reason only. My best friend was a Muslim. After he became a Christian, I thought I was done with Islam. I'd only been studying Islam because my best friend was a Muslim, and now my best friend was no longer a Muslim. But I ended up continuing with Islam for several reasons. One of the reasons was that my best friend was an apostate from Islam, and Muhammad ordered his followers to execute apostates. Islam's most trusted sources are filled with passages like Sunan Ibn Majah 25:35. It was narrated from Ibn Abbas that the Messenger of Allah said, "Whoever changes his religion, execute him."
Deuteronomy 13 verse 6 through 9. If they say, "Let us worship other gods," do not yield to him or listen to him. Show him no pity, you shall certainly put him to death. Deuteronomy 17 verses 3 to 5. If he worships other gods, you must stone such a one with stones that he must die. 2 Chronicles 15:13. All who would not seek the Lord, the God of Israel, were to be put to death. Alright? So you might say, oh, this is just the Old Testament, there's a new law, yada yada yada. Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, has brought in a new law, a new covenant. Let us see what Jesus has to say in a specific example here. Matthew 15 verses 1 through 9. Then some Pharisees and teachers of the law came to Jesus, peace be upon him, from Jerusalem and asked, "Why do your disciples break the tradition of the elders, i.e. the law? They don't wash their hands before they eat?" Jesus replied, "And why do they break the commandment of God for the sake of your tradition? For God said, 'Honor your father and mother,' and anyone who curses his father or mother must be put to death." Right? So notice in verse 3, Jesus rebuked the Pharisees for breaking the commands of God Almighty. In verse 4, he was cursing his parents as a punishment, as an example. Right? In verse 7 and 8 and 9, he used a quote from the book of Isaiah in the Old Testament to further prove that they are not following the commands of God. Okay? Jesus clearly had a problem with them not following the punishment of death for cursing parents, or any punishment of death commanded in the Old Testament for this matter. In fact, Jesus himself said, "Do not think I have come to abolish the law, the Old Testaments, or the old prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. I tell you the truth, until the heaven and earth disappear, not the smallest letter, not the least stroke or a pen will be that by any means disappear from the law, the Old Testament, until everything is accomplished." Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17 to 18. Okay? You might be asking, what does this mean? Jesus absolutely approved and commanded the followings of the Old Testament laws regarding apostates. The fact that he commanded death penalty for just cursing a parent. Alright, this is a big deal, by the way, but in contrast of apostasy, it should be a smaller situation, right? A smaller crime, right? But since he approved of the killing of people that curse their parents, and that means he also approves the killing of apostates shown in the Old Testament, right? Because he did not come to abolish the laws, but he came to fulfill the law. Okay? So this is the hypocrisy of David Wood. He's not going to show you his side. He's going to show you another side, and that's Islam, right? He's not going to explain what the specific context of these verses he's going to be quoting, or the hadith he's quoting, but we're just going to agree with him in this situation. Okay, you're right. So how are you going to explain these verses in the Bible? Right? Unbelievable.
Back in 2005, 2006, Islam was growing rapidly. The bigger Islam gets, the more aggressive it becomes. My best friend was an apostate, and Islam calls for apostates to be executed. Not being a coward, I decided to keep going after Islam. But something interesting happened over and over and over again. I would tell people, Muhammad ordered his followers to kill apostates. And people would respond, no, he didn't. I know, because I have a Muslim friend, and my Muslim friend doesn't believe that at all. Somehow, in the minds of Westerners, Islam is defined by whatever westernized Muslims believe, not by Allah and Muhammad. So quoting Islam's most trusted sources to them was absolutely meaningless because nice Muslims were saying something completely different. But now things are changing. Now we have popular Muslim apologists openly declaring that ex-Muslims will be executed if Islam wins. Here's Ali Dawah telling the apostate prophet that in a state governed by Islamic law, the apostate prophet and others like him will be executed.
This is a part of our religion. There's a reason to it. Yeah? There's a reason why there's a capital punishment. Because people like you, little weaklings, who leave their religion and cause corruption in the land by spreading it, the capital punishment in Islamic law would be applied to you. We have no doubt. And we're proud of that. Yeah? Capital punishment will be applied in an Islamic state. Yeah? Not individuals going and doing it themselves like idiots. Yeah? No. Under an emir, it is done. Yes. And we, you know what? We'll be watching.
So the Dawah team is working tirelessly to spread Islam so that they can establish an Islamic state. And if they ever get what they want, what will happen to people like the apostate prophet and Abdullah Samir and other ex-Muslims? They'll be executed, not by random mobs of Muslims, no. It will be orderly. The Islamic State will execute them for refusing to believe in the most obvious false prophet in history. You might expect Adam Saleh, a Muslim YouTuber with nearly 5 million subscribers, to reply in the comments, no, we don't want to execute apostates. Islam is a religion of peace and tolerance. Instead, after watching Ali Dawah publicly proclaim that the goal they're striving towards includes executing apostates, Adam Saleh replied, Allahu Akbar. Mohammed Hijab agreed, declaring, this apis apostate makes me sick. Great to see the team humiliate this creature. Now think about this. I say, Islam calls for the killing of apostates. The response comes, stop lying. I have a Muslim friend, and I've never once heard her say that she wants apostates to be executed. So I say, guess what? Your Muslim friend is not, has never been, and never will be an authoritative source of Islamic doctrine or practice.
Did Ali Dawah say the apostasy law only applies to those who leave Islam, or did he say and? A-N-D. And what? Those who spread corruption in the land. This is not just speaking about any person who leaves Islam, any person who leaves the fold of Islam. He's speaking about people who leave and spread corruption throughout the land. Okay? Apostate prophet is not just an ex-Muslim. Okay? That is the narrative that David Wood is forcing onto his viewers. That apostate prophet, he just left Islam and the Muslims can't leave him alone. Actually, it's the other way around. He can't leave Islam alone. He can't. Not a minute goes by without him either tweeting or making a video about Islam. Right? This is an atheist person who doesn't believe in the afterlife. He doesn't believe in a higher power. He believes that all of a sudden our planets, the universe above us, and the ground beneath us, it just came by a mere coincidence. Everything's spinning around, na. And we're gonna die and we're gonna become grass, whatever it is. That's it. Right? He's not even living life to the fullest. There's so many great things someone, even at his age, I don't know how old he is, he looks fairly young, middle age maybe, can be doing. But what does he do? He dedicated his life to attacking Islam. Not the best way to live life to the fullest, right? You know what they say, YOLO, you only live once, right? And this is how he's going out. It's a shame. But David Wood is making him look like he's just an innocent Muslim and Muslims can't leave him alone. Same with Abdullah Samir. Same story with him. He can't leave Islam alone. He's attacking Islam. He's bashing Islam. He's lying about Islam. He's making fun of Muslims. And the viewers on David Wood's channel, they only listen to what they want to hear. They don't want to hear the other side. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear some type of propaganda pushed by David Wood, which we've shown in his scriptures. Hey, if Islam is pushing against the death of apostasy, so does your religion. In fact, 10 times worse. So you're on our side, David. We're not even going to defend our point of view in this particular video. We're just going to show the viewers the hypocrisy of David Wood and Apostate Prophet and Abdullah Samir. Isn't it a coincidence that they both run to Big Daddy David? Do you think it's a coincidence? Oh my god, Mohammed Hijab. Oh my god, Ali Dawah. Oh my god, all the Muslims on Twitter. The Halal Nation is rising, guys. If you guys are not on Twitter, which most of you guys are, that subscribed to my channel, you guys already know firsthand that it's rough out there for these guys, man. We're strong out there, alhamdulillah. A lot of you guys are taking on the initiative on defending Islam over there. You know, I can't see everything every time. I don't always, refute everything on Twitter. It's almost impossible because some people, they only want to hear what they want to hear. Some people, they only want to question for the sake of questioning, not for getting answers. So sometimes you have to prioritize yourself and your time. Okay? But isn't it a coincidence that these two are running to the guy that, well, in his last debate, got exposed horribly? Right? So, David Wood is doing everything in his power to push this narrative that Islam is here to kill, kill, kill. Right? Which is actually the complete opposite. This boy, yes, we're gonna do Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah style. This boy, this little kid, apostate prophet, a puss. He's not a prophet. He's the only thing in his life that actually considers and involves prophet is his Patreon. This is not prophet with the PH. No, it's prophet with the FIT. Prophet. That's the only reason why he's doing these sort of things. And we're going to expose his hypocrisy and in his previous tweets and attacks on Islam. He has made fun of Muslims that died doing Hajj. Why? Why did he make fun of Muslims that died? Because they were Muslim. He makes fun of the Prophet ﷺ every day. It's actually unhealthy to see this. This is a sickness. And what does David Wood do? He pretends like he doesn't do anything. And we are the bad guys. We are the villains. And he's the innocent guy. He's the one that's going around. This is not the first time he came on David Wood's channel, by the way. Right? Not too long ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago, he was on with David Wood and he's speaking about, Mohammed Hijab is saying all these sort of things. He's basically telling on Mohammed Hijab to his Big Daddy David. Like he can do anything. We seen in 2018 what happened to him. Let's not go there. Okay, for the sake of David Wood's reputation here. Right? Assuming that he has anything left. But this is the reality. He's acting all tough on David Wood's channel, Acts 17 Apologetics. But when it comes to reality, he's blocking Muslims left, right, and center on Twitter, including me. Right? He can't handle criticism towards his beliefs, his what's a better word for that? His views on Islam. When we come and we say, actually, you're taking these things out of context, you're misquoting, you are making a false narrative. This is actually what it says. This is the context. What happens? Block. 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 He can't handle Muslims criticizing his stuff, but he says he makes a video saying, I challenge every Muslim apologist. Who? Who? Daniel Hakikachu? He destroyed you. Check. Mohammed Hijab? I want to have a debate with you face to face. What happened? You took a dump in your pants. You ran away. I don't want to debate him. I'm too scared. David would help me. He can't help you. He been there, done that. He can help. He can sympathize with you. You guys can cry together. That's all he can help you with. Ali Dawah, let's have a talk. Adam Saleh, Slim, I'll come to you. We can talk about it. Ali Dawah says, okay, we'll pay for your flight. Come to Speaker's Corner. We can all have a talk. Since you don't want to speak to Mohammed Hijab, you can speak to us. What happened? I don't want to speak to them. So who are you speaking to? You can't even speak to me. Who am I? You can't speak to any Muslim. So what are you accomplishing? You're basically talking to yourself. And who's supporting you? These old guys in America and Oklahoma? Go, 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 apostate prophet. Woo! I talked to one of your fans. They can't speak English. So at the end of the day, who are you fooling but yourself? You're just being delusional. Okay? And people that are watching this, they know that apostate prophet is delusional with a big D. Okay? He's delusional as the most delusional person can get. Okay? So watch out for the hypocrisy, guys. Okay? And tonight they're going to be on David Wood's channel crying to David Wood. And he's going to be like, yeah, kids, I know. I've been there. We can all cry together. Okay? So watch out for the hypocrisy.
Islam's authoritative sources declare that apostates must be killed. And the response comes, you're just being an Islamophobe. Well, is Ali Dawah an Islamophobe? Because he's publicly proclaiming that he's watching apostates and that when the time comes, apostates will be executed. Notice, if you're an apostate, it's in your best interest to oppose the spread of Islam. But as soon as you oppose the spread of Islam, millions of Westerners are ready to tell you that you're a racist and a bigot and an Islamophobe, as if it's racist and bigoted and Islamophobic to not want to be executed. There should be complete agreement among all people who believe in freedom and human rights that Islam must be opposed, resisted, and refuted. Instead, any opposition, any resistance, any refutation will be viewed as fear-mongering and hate speech. Have we lost our minds or just our balls? The apostate prophet made a video responding to Ali Dawah's public declaration that apostates will be killed if the Speaker's Corner Dawah teams ever get their way. AP asks a simple question. If he were to say that in an ideal world, Muslims would be executed, how would that be perceived? Then why is it okay for Muslim YouTubers to proclaim that in their ideal world, apostates will be executed? You should definitely check out the video. Also, if you'd like to know what other policies will be implemented in Ali Dawah's Shariatopia, including the rulings on marrying 9-year-old girls, be sure to watch my video, Ali G. Dawah, Islamic Lessons on Puberty and Marriage, at Speaker's Corner.
He said that with a straight face, ladies and gentlemen. He said that with a straight face. This human, let's be nice here. This human, David Wood, who has been on the record for mocking Islam for 20 years, which is unhealthy by any means. He wore a dress. I don't know how he fit in it. He wore a dress. He wore his, I was going to say wife, I don't know. His wife, his sister, his mother's, any type of woman. He wore a dress, for crying out loud, intending to mock Islam. Why? Because, there's a hadith that says Muhammad Sallallahu wore a thobe. We made a video on that. We found the word thobe used in the Bible regarding Jesus and Jacob alayhi salam. So Jesus wore a thobe. He wore a dress. Should I come up here wearing a dress now? Come on. This is what he does. He mocks Islam. 20 years. He's an Islamophobe. And he's talking about, did you hear about Islam? You see how Muslims are here to attack us? Phony. That's what he is. 20 years. Apostate prophet. I don't know how long he's been doing this. He's here for the Patreon. He's here for the cash. He's here for the mullah. He doesn't care what people think. He's blocking every single Muslim, left, right, and center. These guys are teaming up. Why? Because they're here to mock Islam. They're here for that money. I think David Wood's a millionaire. I think he has to be a millionaire. Why? Because he attacks Islam. Right? They're here for the material gains. They're here for the worldly life. They're here for the dunya. They're not here for the akhirah. They're not here for the akhirah. Apostate Prophet doesn't believe in that. David Wood is only here for the money. He's only here for the worldly gains. Muslims, they know the truth. No Muslim ever comes here and generalizes to certain people. We don't say this about someone. We don't say that about someone. Why is David Wood doing this? Why is Apostate Prophet doing this? Because of money. We know that. But why do they feel the need to act like they're the victims when you guys are the ones mocking Islam? So they come up here with a straight face acting like they're the victims when Muslims say something in return, when Muslims defend their religion, when Muslims call them out for their lies. They act like the victims. Am I missing something? Apostate Prophet mocks everyone. Every single Muslim. Blocks every single Muslim. Blocks anyone that speaks against him. And he wants sympathy in return. Oh, Adam Saleh. Adam Saleh has a brain. He's not here to play around in recent times. He's here. He's arrived. Same with Slim. They have arrived. Muslims we're not taking this lightly anymore. So when we use the same methodology you use against us, you can't handle it. You're out of your minds. You're crying. You attack Islam every single day. And what do? We use the same methodology, your same worldview, against you. And what do? You can't stop crying. I seen in your last video, your eyes were bulging red. You look like you're in the washroom for 30 minutes crying your eyes out. You believe in free speech? We talk about you. What's wrong with how you look? What's wrong with the way you live? These certain pictures? Your wife? No offense. We don't actually care one bit. But we're using this to show you, hey, you're going to react differently than how you expect us to react. We're supposed to smile with our teeth out. All 28 or 32 of our teeth out. We're so happy because, yeah, free speech. Well, we can turn the tables around too. And what happens? We gotta come on David Wood's channel because we can't handle this. Abdullah Samir, his friend called him out. Embarrassing. Right? We're not here to shame you for the sake of shaming like you guys are. We're here to show you the hypocrisy. We don't care one bit if you look this certain way, if you say these certain things, if you believe these certain. We don't care one bit, but you're the one that cares about what we believe, and you're the one constantly attacking us. So hey, take a sip of your own medicine. I can't wait to see you guys cry together with David Wood tonight. I can't wait because I have another video I'll be making on that. The hypocrisy. So you guys watch this. Know in your mind, hey, these guys are all afraid of Islam. What do? Do I speak about Christianity in a certain hateful way? No. I never have spoken about a religion in a negative way, and I will never. Because I don't need to do that to spread my religion. I don't need to speak horribly about Christianity to spread Islam. I don't need to speak horribly about atheism to spread Islam. Islam spreads because we speak about Islam. We spread Islam for the sake of Islam. That's something that any other religion cannot do. Okay? That's why someone like David Wood is attacking Islam constantly so our work can get diminished, which is actually turning out to be a huge failure because his religion is dying. It's dying. Am I proud of that? No. But it's pretty pathetic when your religion is dying and all you're talking about is Islam, because it shows that you are attacking Islam because you are scared of the growth of Islam, which you have come on the record to say a couple years back. So I want you guys to keep an open eye for this, okay? Fareed and a person, Fareed Response, you guys should subscribe to him. He's doing marvelous work, and other Muslims out there. But in this particular moment, I have seen on his Twitter he retweeted that someone posted this. I'll find out who did. I'll put them in the description. Apostate Prophet, after running away from Mohammed Hijab, running away from Muslim Twitter, running away from Ali Dawah, running away from all these other Muslims, he supports and funds Abu Layth, Mufti Abu Layth, which is a heretic by most Muslims in their views. So doesn't that show you something? Hello, everyone. Come on, let's wake up, okay? I know it's a long day. But doesn't that show you something? He runs away from every single Muslim. He comes on the record with Imam of Peace. Imam of Poop, that's what he is. He's a fraud. We made a video about him. We'll put it in the description below. He's a fake. He's not Muslim to begin with. He's here to spread reform. He's trying to reform Islam. And the only people that subscribe to him are old people that have no clue how to use Twitter or whatever it is, what button this does, what does this do. They don't know. They're subscribed to him because, oh, he's saying such nice words. That's the only reason why they subscribe to him. They don't actually look at his credentials. They don't look at what he's good at. No. He just wears a little turban on his head. What? Muslim. Right? These are the guys they support. They are attacking Islam in every single way. Just because he calls himself an atheist, just because David would call himself a Christian, that doesn't mean they don't have the same agenda behind. Okay? So I want you guys as Muslims to know this. If you guys ever hear what they say, it's repetitive, first of all, not gonna lie. David Wood has made, if you search up one particular topic of David Wood, he made that video maybe 20 times by now. Okay? He's running out of ideas. He has nothing else to show for. So, but I want you guys to know, if you ever have any doubts, if they bring up something, first of all, message me. First of all, say something. We'll get it out of the way. But just have the notion in your mind that these people are not here to spread the truth. They're not here to help you. They're here to spread, what's the word? Doubts. It's not a big word. I don't know why I didn't have that in my mind, but they're here to spread doubts. They're not even here to make you Christian or make you atheist. They're here to make you have doubts. They're here to make, their first priority is here to make non-Muslims never become Muslim. Like that Ishmael guy. I don't believe he was Muslim for 1 second. He says, oh, don't convert to Islam. That's his channel. Don't convert to Islam. Why not convert to Christianity? Why are you so afraid of Islam? Right? These guys are out here to make Islam look horrible. Search up something, a topic on Islam on YouTube. What comes out? I guarantee you, on the first page, you're going to see Jay Smith. You're going to see Nabil Qureshi. You're going to see David Wood. So I want you guys to know that you guys, it's important to understand these sort of methods and tactics they use. Don't fall for the deception. Don't fall for the deception. It's important for you guys to learn the deen step by step. If you're a new Muslim, it is important to learn Islam thoroughly. Okay? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I knew that was a long video.